Hi guys, it's been a while. Now I get an inordinate number of telesales calls. Not just telesales, but silent calls, and in particular calls from people claiming to be my bank and asking for personal details. Now every bank I know will always tell you that they will never email you or write to you or call you and ask you for personal details. And they always tell you that if anyone does, never to tell them anything because it could well be a scammer. In fact, it's very likely to be. Yet, that's exactly what's happening. I'm getting people phoning me up, claiming to be my bank, asking for personal details. Now, either it is a scammer, which is bad enough, or, and this is an unfortunately strong possibility, it could actually be my bank, doing exactly what they said they would never do. There seems to be evidence pointing to that possibility. So, the bottom line is my phone never stops ringing. As for the telemarketing, I don't know if somebody who's had some sort of gripe with me, some sort of umbrage, has maybe given my phone number to an agency or something, but it's ridiculous, the amount of calls that I get. Now, I'm on the TPS list, but I tend to find the TPS to be a bit of a toothless organisation. Basically because all the telemarketer needs to do is call from abroad, and the TPS are powerless to do anything about it. There's also this strange loophole with the TPS, where if the person that's phoning you is doing a marketing survey, which is still a marketing call at the end of the day, and still an unwanted call, somehow that makes them immune. They're allowed to phone you if it's a survey, which seems a bit silly in my opinion, but there it is. So I tried BT's Choose to Refuse service, for which I'm paying over £40 a year. Now the problem with Choose to Refuse is that there is also a lot of loopholes in it, and for some reason I've tried to block certain numbers with Choose to Refuse and been told by BT that I can't block these numbers because there are certain organisations and businesses and certain prefixes that you can't block with it. Ironically, the very types of numbers that you want to block can't be blocked. So not only is that, but toothless, it's also a bit of a waste of money. There's also anonymous caller reject, and that's got a loophole too. I'm paying over £30 a year for that, and if somebody phones up from a switchboard, rather than having to use 141 to make an anonymous call, it just comes up as number not available, which is still an anonymous call. But that gets through because anonymous caller reject doesn't block when the number's not available. So this is all costing me a fair bit of money every year, over £80, and I'm still getting unwanted calls, day and night, even at weekends, but not anymore. They're expensive, but I got one. I had to. One of these things. I don't know how good it's going to be yet. This is actually, they're usually about £100, the trueCall filtering system. You've probably seen these on Dragon's Den. It's supposed to be very good. And I got this one for £75, factory refurbished. So I'm going to unbox it and see what we've got. Manuals, obviously, it's not very interesting. But there is the actual device itself. Now hopefully this is going to be the answer to all my problems. Quite simple to use. You plug the phone into there, that into the wall, and it's got its own little power supply here. So I'm going to set this up tonight, and the good thing about this is it can block not only anonymous calls but calls where the number's just not available. You've got a whitelist and blacklist facility where you can star certain calls using the star key on your keypad to allow them straight through, and block other calls by using the hash key on your keypad. It also works as an answer machine and a call recorder. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but there is a little slot there for an SD-RAM. The same type you get in digital cameras and MP3 players. And that is for the call recorder. And this thing, if it works out, should save me over £80 a year on my phone bill, and I should no longer get these unwanted calls. So I'm quite looking forward to trying it out. So I'm off to connect this up now, and once it's all working and I've tested it out thoroughly, I'll post up another video and give a review, tell you what I think and whether it works well enough or not. Don't see any reason why it shouldn't, but we'll see.